And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. So Phoenix will get the first possession. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. Now here's Durant. Booker is screen on Leonard. Durant kicks to Booker. Covington with the steal. Covington setting the pick for Westbrook. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Westbrook's got the first 3 points tonight for the Clippers.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Now here's Leonard following the shot by Chris Paul. Here's Zubac, and it's Ayton with the rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
George passes to Westbrook. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. And stolen by Ayton. And up the court come the Suns on the break. KD against Zubac. And then Durant with the dunk.
That's a big-time finish. KD dunking all over the defense.
Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Rebound by the Clippers. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
All right, David, thanks. That one goes in.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
Kicks it out to Covington. Passes it to Zubac. Nobody near George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Booker. Takes a 3.
Because of Paul George's athleticism, he can do a lot of things. He turns guys over, he blocks shots, he's got great hands. He affects a lot defensively.
And it's George finishing it off.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Well, part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And Brent, that Clippers turnaround, did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly, it's been a lot of outsized factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point, but with the ownership and the enthusiasm behind what the owner brings to the table and wanting to make this team viable, they're in position to make some great noise if they find their health. So healthy for the league to have two teams in LA that can be this good.
Now here's Leonard following the shot by Chris Paul. Over Booker. And the dunk by Zubac.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Well, Frank, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Now here's Westbrook. It's Covington on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Covington's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Paul. The wide open look for Durant. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Kicks it out to Covington. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Poked away. Paul George with the steal. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Here's Highland. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Clippers lead by 12. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And stolen by Booker. And Paul with a clear path to the hoop. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Powell, he's checked in for Paul George. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Leonard trying to break free. Brent, did you have any superstitions when you played in the NBA?
Not so much, Kevin. I really had more routine, and if I got off my routine, I might be a little bit, nervous, but nothing superstitious that I can recall. Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Highland misses. Suns trail by 11. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in.
Substitution. Paul George.
Booker outside. Durant in the corner. And then Durant with the dunk.
And Durant still has that flush, just an easy deuce for him.
Ball against Powell. Morris outside. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Leonard. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
This is what the coaches are asking from DeAndre Ayton. It helps when he hustles and works extra hard on D.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. With these guys scoring in a variety of ways. Really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader. Powell wasting no time to let that one rip.
Paul kicks to KD. Back to Paul. Paul George with the steal. Leonard looking around. And another three for the Clippers.
He has the touch to do some damage from three-point distance.
Suns trail by 13. Durant for three. Powell pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The Suns have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. That's a 2 from Paul. KD against Zubac. And finished off by KD.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. George, no good. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. 11-point game. Leonard with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. He lobs it up. It's deflected. Durant with the steal. And Booker gets to Durant. Paul George with the steal. Shakes him. Here's Zubac. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Ayton. For three, Booker. Morris with the rebound.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And the Clippers call time here. Gordon's checked in for Paul George. Clippers leading by 11. There's the steal. Here's Okogie, covered by Morris. Here's Booker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one's on Eric Gordon.
I like when Devin Booker's decisive about forcing the action. It's clear the defense is respecting his ability to score the ball.
Plumlee is checked in for the Clippers.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Gordon outside. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. It goes on Devin Booker. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And I look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
And he makes all 3. Suns trail by 12. Outside Durant. Plumlee with some nice D.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And so it's Los Angeles, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. All around, it's hard. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. with the second half upon us. We'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from George.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Leonard and Morris are up in the forward position. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Plumlee. And it's Highland in at the point guard. Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. And you could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Ross passes to Baisley. Back to Ross. Lets it go with the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Ross has got it back down to single digits for Phoenix. Ross against Gordon. And here's Morris for 3. Latrey. And Eric Gordon gets the 3. Gordon's got 6.
Well, if Eric Gordon gets the ball from beyond the arc, you have to respect his ability to knock those down.
A 3 ball. And it's Shamet missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
From deep. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist from Plumlee. Gordon's got 6 in the quarter.
Sweet, sweet string music from Gordon on the jumper. Great touch.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Highland passes to Leonard. The offensive rebound, Plumlee, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
That's what most want to see from Plumlee. Attack mode, pound the boards, have the confidence to finish off those kind of plays.
And it's Shamet missing.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Sinks the triple. He has 6.
And the one thing about Morris, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Shamet finds Biyombo. The kick out to Warren. Back to Biyombo. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 13-5 run here. From deep, deflects the pass. Near the three-point line, it's Morris.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
To the inside, Gordon shoots from 14. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ross on the wing, defended by Gordon. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Baisley's got his first basket of the night.
Baisley's got good size at 6'8", so down on the interior with that length, tough to stop.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Here's Plumlee. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And here's Morris for 3. Gordon for 3. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Powell's checked in. Suns trail by 16. Now Paul. And that one drops. Paul's got 12 points in the game.
There's a dependability when Chris Paul needs to get the scoring going. He's still capable of doing that.
Here's Highland. Gordon dishes to Morris. And there's the pass to Powell. He kicks to Morris from outside the arc. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. For three, Durant. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one. Powell, no one around him. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Okogie. Fires from deep. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Highland. Ring shot on the way. Out to Morris. Beyond the arc. The shot that time not on target. Powell with the steal. And so it's Los Angeles with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've had active hands.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. KD, a screen on Westbrook. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Chris Paul.
Chris Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
Powell, the pass to Covington. Back to Powell. Inside, Westbrook. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Eric Gordon.
And for Westbrook, you talk about playing with a controlled intensity, and when he does that, he's unstoppable.
Oh, they keep the ball out of the cylinder, but pick up a foul in the process. 2 shots at the line.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the...
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Passes it to Okogie. For 3, Durant. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Booker up top, defended by George. Booker no good. Los Angeles leading by 15. The 15-footer. And Leonard has it in the corner. Covington setting the pick for Westbrook. Covington kicks to Leonard. Into the lane. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And here's George for 3. Covington passes to George. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night. To the middle. Here's KD. And finished off by KD.
Well, despite his outward demeanor, Durant plays with so much passion, takes the hit, still able to convert.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Second chance shot, and Zubac puts it in. And the Clippers lead by 20.
Such a big part of what he does for this team, just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Right? What do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
It's Covington on the wing. Back to Leonard.
Russell! Don't get hit!
There's the triple. It's tipped. Just 5 on the clock.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Clippers.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for George.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
The pass to Covington. Kicks to Leonard. From deep three-point range, he can't get it to go. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 14. Booker with it. George picks him up. And here's KD for 3. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Clippers with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Westbrook surveying the D. Zubac finds George. Clock at 6. Pass to Leonard. From deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Paul for 3. Here's the 3. Westbrook with the block.
And Russell just bringing it right now on defense.
And a deep 3 from Booker. So the Clippers winning this one easily. They keep. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
I smack clowns with mad style.
to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. Now here's Paul. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Paul working around the defense that time to get a close shot inside.
Gobert with a screen on Paul. Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
A legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc. And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
And that one's good from Conley.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Gobert with the open shot. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. Paul with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Paul, shot is off. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Fires the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Durant. Drives to the hoop. Here's Ayton. And Ayton. Throw it down.
I mean, come on. A 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Now here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Pass to Durant. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious. He feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Now here's Edwards. Towns a screen on Paul. Edwards for 3. Kevin Durant with a rebound. The Suns leading. Crafty move. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. Inside, Paul. An open look for Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Durant's got 7 points in the game.
What fun would it be to play with a guy like CP3? I mean, if you get open, he's finding you, and his leadership skills are unquestioned. That guy would be a joy to play with.
Towns can't get it to go. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Okogie. The 3 is up. No luck on that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Gobert. Back to Conley. From downtown, and the 3-pointer goes. Conley's got his second basket.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
Ayton passes to Durant. Ayton, a screen on Towns. And Durant gets it to go.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Conley finds Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
To the paint. Pass to Okogie. And here's Durant. 24 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Ayton. The kick out to Paul. Outside Booker. Another three for Phoenix.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It goes on Chris Paul. That free throw, no good.
And, you know, we all know how talented Towns is. Now it's time for him to up the ante and do big things in the playoffs.
And stolen by Edwards. And so it's Phoenix finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. For three, Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Durant's got 13.
Durant's ability to score in a lot of different ways is huge, and he makes it look easy.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Phoenix has gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Take it away. Inside, here's McDaniels. Here's Prince. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Prince can really elevate now. He plays much bigger than 6'7", and we just saw an example of that there.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team. And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Prince. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And the league saw a dramatic rise in the number of take fouls to stop the fast break. Clark, was the time right to make a change?
No doubt about it, B.A. Anything that slows down the game in an artificial manner needs to be eliminated from the game. So I think it was overdue, but the fact that they got to this point is good.
And Paul gets it to go. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The ball control that Chris Paul has is fantastic. I mean, those dribble moves, and he's got a bunch of them, look effortless.
Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. The Suns have gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start of the second. Driving to the basket. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Paul's got 8.
You know, for a player that's a bit undersized, he's still compactly built. Chris Paul driving the lane, knows how to angle his body, change his release point. Whatever he has to do, he'll do it in order to get his shot up.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Prince. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Noel. And Ayton with the stuff.
You're looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Conley passes to Towns. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Kevin Durant. That free throw no good. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often. He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
The shake. And he lays it up and in.
A high percentage shooter from the field. Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
Here's Paul. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
That's his game. Attacking the rack with a purpose.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Conley with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Gobert finds Conley. Back to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Pass to Okogie. Here's Booker. And it's Phoenix with another.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. Noel comes in for Edwards. And it's McLaughlin in for Mike Conley. Paul, pass to Okogie. Outside Booker. Fires from deep. Another three for Phoenix.
No question. Booker excels at finding shots. He can be a real point machine.
Here's Prince. And a strong finish with two hands.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Noel. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
That one misses. Phoenix has got 6 of 7 threes to fall. They're looking solid out there. Here's Ayton. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. To the wing on the left. Lets it go from deep. Here's Reed. And through one half, it hasn't even been close.
Your Suns, 42. The Timberwolves, 26.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. We've got Jordan McLaughlin. Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard position.
Way back in the 2020 NBA bubble, seems like that was years ago, T.J. Warren was unstoppable. Averaged nearly 27 points and 6 boards in those 10 games he played in the bubble.
And the Suns making a change here. Shamet's checked in. Reed sets a screen. It's stolen. Here's the break. Back to Baisley. Here's Shamet. Pass to Baisley. Just 5 to shoot. He's off on that one. Nice D from Reed. Well, following the bubble, Warren missed nearly 2 full seasons of play.
Yeah, really a shame, B.A., because he was on a trajectory as a scorer that had him approaching elite status. But he was kept out back-to-back seasons with consecutive stress fractures in his left foot. But through hard work, Warren has recovered, and I hope he can regain the form he showed in 2020.
Paisley in the post. Back to Ross. Pass to Paisley. Back to Ross. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Great appreciation for Ross. Never afraid of going into the contact on the way up. Well done.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Reed sets a screen. Kicks it out to Anderson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Biyombo. And he can't get the first one. So he can't get either to fall. The Suns have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Here's Paisley. Phoenix no good that time either. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Phoenix has gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. Kicks it out to Warren. This one for 3. And it's Noel with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Prince. Now here's Anderson. Here's Prince. Here's Anderson. Defended by Biyombo. Shot to end the cold streak. Can't capitalize inside.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
The drive by Ross. Oh, and Reed with a block. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. And Biyombo slams it home. And so it's Minnesota with it. Up top, Reed. 4-3. Warren with the rebound. Pass to Ross. Here's Shamet. There's the 3. Tries to keep it alive. That one doesn't drop. And Minnesota will come the other way. Stolen by Ross. Back to Shamet. Here's Paisley. No good with the triple. Well, the Timberwolves shooting at a decent clip. 45% for the game. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. Here's Reed. Another miss by Minnesota. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Nice shot by Ross.
And that's a case where this deceptive strength that Ross has helps him score over the defense. You can't afford to take this guy lightly.
To win the drought. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Oh, man, exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play.
Yeah, he still made it look good, though.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass, just sailed it right out of bounds.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Conley on the attack. Left side, Edwards. Pass to Conley. From the arc. Another miss by Minnesota. Phoenix has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Booker, the pass to Paul. No good from outside. Minnesota has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. And here's Edwards. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter here.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Paul against Conley. And that one's good. Paul's got 12 points in the game.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Pass to Conley. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. He has 7.
A cagey scorer on the inside. Conley has the smarts and he has the skill.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And here's Minnesota now. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Gobert goes in, counted.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Here's Paul. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Okay, getting a little creative with the crossover. Unfortunately, he couldn't capitalize.
Noel, no good. The deep three from Durant. It doesn't go for him. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's Noel. The three ball. Knocks down the triple.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Right side Paul. Outside for Booker. On the wing Durant. 6 to shoot. From deep. Phoenix no good that time either. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And stolen by Booker. Oh, they get a hand on it. Outside Durant. Over Edwards. Durant, no good. Minnesota shooting efficiently, 50% so far. To the inside, here's McDaniels. Okogie pulls down the board.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
Here's Ayton, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Yes, so strong. Ayton, and one. Ugh.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
How great have they been? I mean, shooting the ball from outside the arc, they have absolutely been lights out.
Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
Outside Paul. It's Booker on the wing. Off target from outside. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Towns can't get it to go.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
For 3, Durant. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
You know, when Durant gets a look from that distance, he's letting it fly.
Edwards for 3. Kept alive. To the left wing. Towns for 3. The shot misses. Phoenix has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Booker, good.
Proving how lethal he can be. Booker's confidence serves as a catalyst for him, draining long shots.
Here's Noel. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Pass to Ayton. Back to Paul. Puts it up from 17. 5 on the clock. Durant, no good.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Gobert drives in.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Suns.
And a big part of their success was the second chance buckets they secured tonight.
Yeah, it's just proof that being aggressive on the boards can pay game-winning dividends.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kevin Durant.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
And another shot, and he lays it in.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching,
You name it, they've done it.
The kick out to Edwards from outside the arc. And Ayton pulls it down.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Durant with another miss. McDaniels passes to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Reed for three. Durant pulls it in. Here's Phoenix. From deep three-point range. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And Booker puts up a deep three. Misses the deep three-point attempt. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. We saw two different teams tonight. One play.
I smack clowns with mad style.
go.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Edwards can't hit. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Zubac, that's good.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Edwards inside, defended by George. Shot by McDaniels, no good. And it's the Clippers' ball. 4-point game. George passes to Covington. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Edwards drives in, and Edwards with the stuff.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
George, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Towns dishes to Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Westbrook. Outside Covington. Westbrook kicks to Covington. A three-pointer, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside Conley to the wing right side. Gobert finds Edwards. Over Westbrook. And finished off by Gobert.
You see how seriously Gobert takes rebounding, just getting after it. Great activity.
The pass to Zubac. Outside Westbrook. Outside Covington. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Conley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Just a solid contributor. Mike Conley has continued to age, and he looks far from done.
GA, he's terrific, especially at setting the pace and orchestrating an offense. Also solid at realizing how to get his teammates involved. A selfless distributor who looks to make his guys better.
From deep, George, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Teron Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He told me they have to lean on their postgame tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And Leonard gets it to go.
It feels like Kawhi never takes a false step. Everything he does is with purpose.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Here's McDaniels. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Substitution for your Clippers. Mason Plumlee. Bose Highland.
George against Edwards. Now the dish to Conley. 4 on the shot clock. And there's Edwards on the assist by Towns. Edwards got 6.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Oh, here is Edwards. He's got 6.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Pass to Covington. Here's Highland. No one near him. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Passes it to McDaniels. Back to Towns. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Highland passes to Plumlee. Edwards against George. Here's Gobert. Misses from short range. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Here's Highland over Conley, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one, attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the D.
And I really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Leonard and Morris are up in the forward positions. Then it's Plumlee. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. The Clippers trail. More and more defenses switch everything now, Steve. And if you were coaching, is that how you'd play it? Is that how you would teach it?
You know, Kevin, yes, sometimes you have to switch, but I think the best coaches, what they do best is they show you different looks, and timely they'll do it. Sometimes they'll trap it, sometimes they'll hedge the pick and roll, and sometimes they'll just go under.
And the Timberwolves with possession here, following Marcus Morris's 3. Here's Alexander Walker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Launches it. And rebounded by McDaniels.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Towns finds Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. McDaniels passes to Reed. Shot clock at 6. Back to McDaniel. Reed with it. Leonard picks him up. Reed misses.
Made that shot a little harder than it had to be. No one around him. Just rise straight up and drill it.
The shot by Powell, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Towns with the steal. Reed kicks to Towns. Prince is checked in for the Timberwolves.
First team foul. Timberwolves.
Second quarter play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Kyle Anderson is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Now here's Powell. Here's Highland. Off with the layup.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Noel. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another miss by Minnesota. And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together making opponents earn everything they get.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Can they get it? Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. George with the ball. Guarded now by Anderson. Morris passes to Gordon. Back to Morris. Banked in off the glass. Morris has got his second bucket tonight.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Anderson dishes to Prince. The kick out to Anderson. Prince, the pass to Reed, makes it off the glass. Reed's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Plumlee. Baseline jumper, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. Anderson kicks to Reed. Back to Anderson. Nice move. He lays it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
George, no good. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. The pass to Alexander Walker. Off target with his 3. The Clippers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. George with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Traps in the tray. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
It's so many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Plumlee, and Robert Covington subbed in for Morris. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Anderson. Daniels, he's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. George passes to Covington. Kicks it out to Gordon. Outside Covington. Covington is screen on Conley. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, you guys have built a lead. What is the key to...
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't... through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Westbrook finds Zubac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact. And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Now here's Gobert. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Shoots over Zubac. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX. and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Towns kicks to Conley. Back to Towns. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
From deep, George. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves leading by 8. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Towns. Towns has got assist number 5 here tonight. And here's Westbrook. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
This speaks to Westbrook's high level of awareness. Understands when one of his guys is wide open.
Conley, the pass to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
How about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Clippers trail by 8. Passes to Covington. Right side, George. Covington against Towns. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Zubac no good. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to McDaniels. Towns for 3. Connects from three-point range. Towns has got the lead up to 11 now for Minnesota.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
The Clippers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Minnesota. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists tonight.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That free throw missing. Some changes for Minnesota. Prince is checked in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Noel in for Edwards.
Some would call Westbrook a stat stuffer, but for him at this stage of his career, it's about trying to win titles.
Here's Noel. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And good that time.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
The pass to Zubac. The 15-footer, good. Zubac has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
And you know, the adjustments should have already been made. They know he's a good shooter from that spot.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
What an outstanding defender. Gobert's combination, in my opinion, of size and length is tough to match up against. This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Prince, the pass to Gobert. Back to Prince. Down low. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. From deep, Prince. And they get it back. And that one is good. Gobert's got 11 points.
Entering the league raw offensively, Gobert's developed a few moves in the inside.
From downtown. 30 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Leonard. Goes back up. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. He dishes it to Conley. Back to Gobert. McDaniels passes to Noel. Kicks it out to Prince. Clean by McDaniel. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Plumlee. And it's Highland in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Timberwolves leading by 14. McDaniels finds Reed. Back to McDaniels. Covington against Towns. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. They get a hand on it. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Kawhi is a threat from anywhere. To him, the mid-range is a good scoring option.
To the left side wing. McLaughlin. And another three for Minnesota.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Here's Highland. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Plumlee. Morris comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Paul George in for Gordon. And a change for the Timberwolves. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. Leonard looking over the floor.
Ball entered from below the basket. Ball to the Timberwolves.
Here's McLaughlin. Outside Edwards. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Towns up top, covered by Morris. Clock is at 3. With the shot. That one wide left. Clippers trail by 16. The 3. And here's George for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's McLaughlin. From deep three-point range, Reed gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Prince, the pass to McLaughlin. To the right side.
2 minutes remaining.
With the drive, Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And an excellent pass by Morris, a guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
It's Edwards on the wing. There's a screen. Has to Reed. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Timberwolves.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Rudy Gobert.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Mike Conley in for Jordan McLaughlin. Noel, no good. George looking over the floor. Out left to the wing. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. .32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Clock at 6. Zubac trying to break loose, and it's Leonard missing. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Towns against Leonard. Outside, Towns. Can't get it to fall. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
I smack clowns with mad style.
smart teams that tend to make great decisions.
And that's the value of experience. You know what you're good at, and you limit your mistakes. It's hard to fool a person who sees it all.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the center position, filling out the middle. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
It's a one-on-one situation. Three-pointer. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Durant. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's going to go on Paul George. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Clock at 6. George's shot is off.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's Paul driving inside. Covington grabs the board.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
And he comes up with a bucket.
And this is what makes George a star. His confidence rising and firing off the catch.
Now here's Paul. He got a piece of it, and they recover it. Booker, the pass to Durant. Outside Paul. Outside Booker. Launches it, fires in the triple.
That's the kind of shot this offensive scheme is meant to produce.
Westbrook outside. Pass to Leonard. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Ayton with the defensive effort. Paul with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. And Booker with the jam.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Off target with the 3.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
Pass to Booker, to the middle. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. George passes to Zubac. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Chris Paul.
The physicality of George. His coaches and teammates encourage him to attack and draw contact.
George hits them both.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
Booker, good.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
George outside. Stolen by Ayton. An open look for Durant. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Durant's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
Yep, that one goes.
He can do damage from just about anywhere on the floor. When you let George get position inside like that, he's guaranteed to finish.
Here's Okogie. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Leonard on the wing. Down low. Knocked away. And stolen by Booker. Here's Durant. Takes it inside. Rebound by the Clippers.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home. And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Inside, here's Zubac. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
Powell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Highland comes in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Highland. He's guarded by Paul. Out to Powell. 4-3. Pure from three-point range.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Here's Highland. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Now here's Paul. Tight defense on him. Here's Ayton. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. He got it up. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. The Clippers on top. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Los Angeles. We've got Ivica Zubac, Kawhi Leonard out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Norman Powell, and it's Highland in at the point. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second.
The crafty Paul is hard to cover. He takes pleasure in toying with the defenders and drawing fouls.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you.
Yeah, put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Here's Paul. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Wow, even against contact, defense does all they can to stop Paul inside, and he still slips by them.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Out to Covington. Pass to Zubac. Kevin Durant pulls it in. The Suns leading. Here's Okogie with the drive. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
And Ayton with the stuff.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Morris, he's checked in for Covington. The Clippers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. And he drives in. Morris finds some space. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect five on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
A tremendous defender. Durant's length can cause major issues for the offense.
And the shot goes in. Durant's got 9. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix. Morris, a screen on Paul. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Highland. Here's Zubac. Shoots over Ayton. Zubac's shot is off.
Good shot, gone bad. You gotta finish there.
Paul with it. Picked up by Powell. Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 8 assists here tonight.
Booker with one of the most effortless strokes you'll ever see.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Plumlee's checked in for Zubac.
The wily vet, all able to score down low.
Morris outside. To the inside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Kevin Durant. First one falls for him. One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
Gordon, he's checked in for the Clippers. Westbrook comes in for Highland. The Clippers trail. Powell passes to Morris. Powell against Booker. Pass to Westbrook. Morris, a screen on Paul. Shot clock at 6. Westbrook finds Morris. Uses the glass on the layup. Morris has got 6.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Paul. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
Even in the later stages of his career, Paul's handles remain incredible. He's got that thing on a string. What a move.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And he drops him first. And so Westbrook nails both of them. The Suns have gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. Pass to Booker. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Paul against Westbrook. No good on the shot. Ayton with the defensive effort. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Booker against Powell. Here's Okogie. Back to Booker. Okogie on the wing. Outside Booker to the middle. Here's Paul. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. The Clippers have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Pass to Morris. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Here's Powell. Shoots over Booker. Morris outside. Morris, a screen on Booker. Powell for 3. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Suns ahead, up 5. And we'll...
33.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shot within the flow of the offense.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. And for the Suns, they're shooting about 60% for the game. Here's Durant, and Durant with the big finish.
Oh, absolutely aggressive move by Durant, taking it right to the hole with authority.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Timeout called, the Clippers. Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Suns on D. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. They get it again. Plumlee, another shot. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. From downtown, Durant, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Here's George. Here's Plumlee. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Booker attacking. And Booker with the jam.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
With a smooth jumper and unwavering confidence, Leonard's able to consistently convert from downtown.
Here's Paul. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Paul's got 14.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Plumlee, a screen on Paul. Here's Westbrook, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac's checked in. That one misses for Westbrook. RJ, you're in the middle of a few trades in your career, to put it lightly. What's that like as a player to get moved around so much?
Thanks for bringing that up so sweetly, Brian. I appreciate that. Look, there's pros and cons to this. It's nice to know that another organization wants you for whatever reason, but it's also tough to leave an organization that you had a connection to, the fan base. But eventually you figure it out.
To the paint. Here's Okogie. Outside for Booker. Let's go with a 3. Knocks down the long J. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, the ever-expanding range of Devin Booker, making you pick him up pretty much at half court.
George passes to Zubac. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And they'll keep possession. 2 points. That one goes. For Phoenix, they've gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. Pass to Ayton. Beyond the arc. He can't hit that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. Westbrook drives. And finished off by Westbrook.
And look at Westbrook lifting off, taking flight off the drive for a big dunk.
Outside Durant. Now here's Booker. The kick to Durant. Paul for 3. And Booker with the jam.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Westbrook, the pass to George. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
Norman Powell, he's checked in for Westbrook.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Here's Paul. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Paul's got 8 here in this quarter.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Leonard. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Here's George. They get the rebound. The kick out to Morris. Leonard for three. Three-pointer. Morris can't hit. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's Durant. Count it.
And sometimes you are just at Kevin Durant's mercy. No matter what you do, he's still going to score.
"16 seconds left in the third. Here's George. Up and in on the layup. George has got 11.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's Durant. There's the drive. And Durant with the big finish.
Super long. KD's arms stretched for days, helping him slam it on the bounce.
And here's Zubac's outside. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's Phoenix, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. They put in. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page. Woo.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Powell in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
George with a steal. And the layup is good off the glass.
Just a big night for George so far. He always works so hard, but his game has been on a higher level here in this game.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his third foul so far. So it's Phoenix now. Outside Paul. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Suns lead by 14.
I mean, come on. A 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Aiden beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Leonard for three. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
The versatility of KD, equally lethal in transition and the half court.
George finds Leonard, and here's Covington. Jacks up a three. Shot by Leonard, no good. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Yes, solid inside play by Aiden. Staying strong and taking the foul while still putting up a shot.
Aiden hits them both. The Clippers have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Pass to George. Here's Covington. Takes the three. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Paul for three. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Booker, the pass to Durant. Got a piece of it. In transition, here come the Clippers to halt the run. For three, Covington. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Covington grabs the board. Los Angeles has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. George finds Covington. Back to George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
He has such a skilled scorer. When George is looking to attack, it puts pressure on the D.
George hits them both. The Suns have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Pass to Paul. Back to Durant. Here's Okogie. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
Powell with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Zubac. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Zubac has got 4 points in the quarter. Pass to Okogie. For 3, Booker. And the Suns get another 3.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Suns.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for Kevin Durant.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, ripped away. Tipped. From behind the arc. That one no good. And it's the Suns with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Durant, no good. And here are the Clippers now. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. For 3. And the ball out of play. The Suns will have it. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Now here's Paul. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown.
I smack clowns with mad style.
the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. And here's Phoenix. To the inside, Durant, and it's McDaniels with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Edwards against Paul. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. 6 to shoot. And here's Conley outside. The shot misses. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Okogie. KD passes to Ayton. Here's Paul. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah, you have got to be cautious around Chris Paul. He understands how to lean and when to draw contact.
And so Paul nails both of them. About a minute played so far here in the first. There's the pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. The dish to McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Conley feeling it out. 5 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Towns for 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Okogie. Dishes to Durant. They get it back. And finally, that one's good.
Yeah, and I mean, smart, too. It's understanding, okay, shots coming off here. I'm going to get myself to the spot, and I'm going to get a couple of bonus opportunities for my team.
You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
And the shot is good.
Well, Kevin Durant has an ability to put the ball on the deck and finish off the drive. Prime example there.
Gobert with a screen on Booker. Conley finds Gobert. Back to Conley. Pass to Gobert. Here's McDaniels. Over in the corner, Edwards. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Phoenix leading by 3. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. One point he made to his players was, we're going to try to attack us where we live. Right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Well, that's one way to go from defense to offense. KD capable of doing it all by himself.
Doris, let me ask you this. Is Kevin Durant the greatest scoring forward ever?
I think he is, Kevin, but I also think that limits his greatness, because when Kevin Durant is done and you consider the combination of his handle, his shooting, and the size, we've never seen that combination to this level. He will go down as one of the greatest ever, regardless of attribute you're trying to assign to him.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert emphatically finishes that one. Nicely done.
Here's Paul, and he drives in, and here's Booker from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Gobert. Towns for 3. Ayton inside. Covered by Conley. Booker outside. Another three for Phoenix.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Minnesota making a switch. Noel's checked in. And here's Phoenix. They're on a 16-5 run. And the pass to Okogie. Paul outside. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, Josh Okogie is nothing if not opportunistic. You love creating the second chance opportunity there.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. A three. That one's not going to go. He gets it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Phoenix. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the three spot. Now McDaniels after the missed three from KD. Prince against Paul. Prince kicks to Reed. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Reed's got his first bucket of the night.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering.
Ayton, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Here's Ayton after the basket by Minnesota. Kicks it out to Paul. This one for three. The putback, the rebound by Prince. Timberwolves trail by 9. Edwards with it. Chris Paul covering. Paul against Edwards. He dishes it to Towns. And Durant sends it back.
Wow, twice on the pipes for Kevin Durant. That's the length coming into play right there.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. There's the drive, and KD throws it down.
KD is a force of nature. Sensational dunk at the rim.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. It's Prince on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Fires at the elbow. That's good on the jump shot. Prince has got his first points of the game.
With more repetition, you can see Taurean Prince evolving on the offensive end. Gets into the mid-range game. Go ahead, Taurean.
And it's Durant missing. Timberwolves trail by 9. Jacks up a 3. And that's Prince. That time on the assist by Towns. Prince has got 5 points now this quarter. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Kyle Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's McDaniels in for Edwards. 1:58 left here in the second. Here's Anderson. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
There seems to me to be a quiet toughness to Kevin Durant. This is a guy who makes his own decisions, shuts out the noise, and is willing to embrace change.
1:43 left in the second quarter. Here's Noel, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Ayton.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Good on both. And so here's Phoenix. They're leading by 8. Here's Paul. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
When Chris Paul gets into the teeth of the defense, make no mistake, this guy's in attack mode because he wants to go to the foul line.
And so Paul nails both of them. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Anderson passes to Reed. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Devin Booker. This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Left side, KD. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half. And again, it's the Suns missing. Timberwolves trail by 8. Now, here's McDaniel. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Durant sends it back. From deep. And the Suns miss again. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Has to Reed. Now here's Anderson. Kicks it out to Prince. Takes the 3. The rebound by KD. Suns leading by 8. Puts the move on. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You simply can't fight on the shot fake, but Kevin Durant makes that a tough task.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line. And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Inside. The layup missed. And so it's the Phoenix Suns going into the break with a 10-point lead. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thanks, David. And we'll be back. We've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one. Single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
A pair of number 1 picks are at the forwards. Edwards in town. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And there's a record Rudy Gobert set without much fanfare a few years ago. Most dunks in an NBA season.
That's exactly right, GA. That was back in the 2018-19 season. He threw it down 306 times. Certainly makes sense for a guy who's got that kind of length, athleticism, and the guy who spends so much time right around the cup.
Now here's Edwards following the shot by Chris Paul. Here's Gobert and slam dunk by Gobert.
Karl Anthony Towns Towns, as a big man, is a tremendously solid passer, willing to move the basketball.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him. Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for Noel. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Kicks it out to Booker. Fires for 3. Phoenix, no good that time either. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Back to Towns. It's up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Towns has got 5 now.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Now Towns following Durant's 3-point attempt for the tie, and it's Edwards getting it to go. Edwards got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. Booker, right side, pass to Okogie. Gobert with the block.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
This is it to McLaughlin. Kicks it to Edwards. For the lead, and the layup is up and in. Edwards got the lead up to 2 now for Minnesota.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time. And powering it home begins a 12-0 run by Minnesota.
And so it's Minnesota with it after the Suns pick up 2. The kick out to Towns. Gobert down low. Ayton's there. Towns dishes to Gobert. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Okogie, the pass to Paul. A 3-pointer off the mark. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Outside Conley. Here's Edwards, and he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
The Suns have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. And the Timberwolves making a change here. McDaniels checked in. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Conley kicks to Towns. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Booker. The kick out to Towns. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
No hesitation from Karl Anthony Towns. Ball is delivered. He makes the assist look easy.
Right wing. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Minnesota making some changes. Reed comes in for Gobert. And it's Taurean Prince in for Karl Anthony Towns. Timberwolves leading by 3. Conley, the pass to Reed. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. And he gets it to go. Reeves got his second bucket.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And then Durant with the jam.
You can see that the team relies on Kevin Durant to be consistently productive, and he is delivering.
Outside Conley. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the third. And the pass to McLaughlin. 5 on the clock. Pass to McDaniels. Fires the 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
From deep, Prince. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. No good with the layup. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Suns trail by 6. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward.
Yeah, the thing about Booker, not necessarily the quickest twitch athlete. He uses that smooth handle to gain separation.
Here's Noel.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
I think tonight has also, guys, been about the lost art of the mid-range jumper. If you utilize that in-between game right, there's plenty of value in it.
Alexander Walker passes to Reed, kicks it out to Prince, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Suns trail by 4. Paul outside, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
But Chris Paul has been successful at the highest level in the NBA, on and off the floor for such a long period of time. I love his intellect, his work habits, everything he represents.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
Here's Reed. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for the Timberwolves, now Reed. 2 shots.
No good on the second free throw. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Here's KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Absolutely no mercy right now from Kevin Durant in transition. Those long strides, that's an easy bucket.
Here's Noel, defended by Paul. From past the arc, here's Reed, out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. For 3, Booker. That shot off, so Minnesota will take it the other way. Prince setting a pick for Anderson. Kicks it out to Prince. Buries the long-range jumper.
This guy has spent his career underrated. Prince can stretch the defense and do a lot of little things for you.
Paul dishes to Ayton. He gets it in there.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Now here's Ayton to tie it up, and he sinks the layup. Ayton's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Towns with the bucket.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Towns hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns? Well made for pressure situations.
Impressive fadeaway right there. Durant's got 21.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
And it's Conley penetrating. Banked in off the glass.
Poised under pressure. That has come to define Mike Conley.
Suns have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Paul against Conley. Booker outside. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And it's Towns penetrating.
Well, we all know Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most gifted offensive big men we've ever seen. Now you get a chance to show off that incredible free throw percentage when the game is hanging in the balance. Step up, Mr. Towns. Now, this guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
Pass to Booker. For the three. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 7th assist in the game.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Now here's Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
It's in!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's Paul. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
When you're not in rhythm with the three ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Out to Conley. The dish to Towns. Passes it to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Just 4 to shoot. Edwards can't hit. And the Suns call time. They're down by 3. 9 seconds left in the game.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris.
I smack clowns with mad style.
forward.
And we got a pair of teams. Here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard with the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at the one.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Towns. The three is up. Leonard pulls down the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
From the arc, here's George. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Minnesota with the ball. It's Edwards with a drive. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
George, no good. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Now here's Conley. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter.
Well, Westbrook out there playing defense like an interior decorator, draped all over him.
Here's Covington. From down in the low post, it goes.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now here's Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Now here's Zubac. Leonard for three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three. It's on Anthony Edwards. First one falls for him.
With Kawhi, it's not about really so much improvement as it is refining his game. And he's now hitting around 90% of his free throws. That's just remarkable stuff. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Back to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. To the middle. And Gobert with the stuff.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Zubac with a screen on Edwards. George drives in.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Conley passes to Gobert. Here he goes. And Gobert with the stuff.
Bam! Rudy Gobert. That was a loud 2 points.
Stolen by Conley. Towns with the ball. He's picked up by Westbrook. Gobert passes to Edwards. Towns with the ball. From deep. Offensive board. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
Covington passes to Westbrook. Out to Covington. The three. Clippers keep it alive. Pass to George. Second shot opportunity. Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Gordon, he's checked in for Paul George. And here's Conley. Outside McDaniels. Lets the three fly. Sinks the tray.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
There's no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
Now here's Conley. Towns, a screen on Westbrook. Pass to Gobert. On the wing, Noel. Defended by Gordon. And stolen by Covington. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Gobert with it. Checked by Gordon. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
For three, Westbrook. For three, Gordon. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Pass to Gobert. And he banks in the layup. Gobert's got 8.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
And so it's Minnesota with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter.
Your Timberwolves
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
We've got Austin Rivers. Torian Prince is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. And it's Noel in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. And the Clippers making a change here. Powell's checked in. Morris sets a screen. Here's the 3. Drains the triple. Morris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Reid. Outside McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Here's Noel. Now covers. It's deflected. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Edwards is checked in. The Clippers trail. Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. Zubac screen. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, B.A., you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision, and that's a smart decision.
Here's Noel to the left side wing. Reid, a screen on Powell. Here's Noel. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Reid. Pass to Prince. Here's Noel. Back to Prince. With the clock winding down. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow. Makes it look easy.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Outside Edwards. Pass to Noel. Edwards against Leonard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Throw good, Edwards. McDaniels is checked in for the Timberwolves.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Edwards. And so here are the Clippers. 8-point game. Morris outside. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Some changes for Minnesota. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Prince. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Rivers.
Mike Conley.
Outside McDaniels. The 3. Out left to the wing. Towns finds Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Goes back up. The shot that time not on target. And the Clippers will come the other way. Pass to Highland. Fires the 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Now here's Gobert. Give him 8. Counted from distance. Edwards got 9 points.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Powell passes to Morris. 3-pointer, no good. Minnesota in the lead. The kick out to Conley. Outside McDaniels. Puts up a 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Noel, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And a switch here also for the Clippers. George is checked in. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Outside Conley. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Pass to Leonard. The 3 is up. Here's George. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
And Paul George can make an impact. If he doesn't use his body, he can use his arms and length to collect some rebounds.
Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Pass to Noel. Back to Conley. Now here's Towns. Timeout called, the Timberwolves.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
They're not just there to pump up or discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Towns. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Alexander Walker in for Noel. The shot by Conley, no good.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Here's Leonard. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
He can't be reckless starting Kawhi Leonard. He feels out defenders so well and exploits them when they overcommit.
And Leonard drops them both. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Conley. An open look for Reed. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Minnesota.
28, the Clippers. 22. Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
So, on the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Mason Plumlee out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Highland in at the point. The Clippers trail. Here's Morris. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Anderson. And he knocks down the first one. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in. Off on that one. So he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Leonard. Up top, Morris. Reed brings the double. Here's Highland. Hits the trifecta. 6 points for him.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Here's Alexander Walker. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 7.
Leonard once again imposing his will.
Here's Prince. Pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Back to Reed. Here's Prince. Now quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Noel. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. They get it back. Tries yet again. And here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Back to Reed. Here's Prince. Leonard defending. Back to Reed. Pass to Prince. Here's Noel. Here's Reed. Paul George pulls it in. Here's Highland. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 3rd assist of the night. On the wing, Alexander Walker. George defending. Oh, George with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break for the lead. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Effortless from Paul George, knocking it down off the good pass.
And Minnesota calls time here.
It's the First Avenue Breakers.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Russell Westbrook, he's checked in for the Clippers. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Westbrook against Conley. Outside McDaniels. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Here's George. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Now it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
He might operate primarily on the perimeter, playing out of pick and roll and spotting up the threes, but PG can score on the inside.
Now here's McDaniels. Rips it home off a terrific move.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
The first free throw is good.
Russell Westbrook just out there and focused, trying to find ways in which he can help out his team to secure any win.
Covington's checked in for Los Angeles. Gordon comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Now here's Edwards. Back to Towns. We've got 1:13 left in the 3rd quarter.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's McDaniels. He's got 5. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Mason Plumlee.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
Zubats, he's checked in for Plumlee.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here's Westbrook. George outside. Lets it go from deep. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
3 points.
George has got 10 points now, just in this quarter. From deep, Conley knocks it down from distance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's George. That one's good for 2. George has got 12 points here in the second half.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Clippers. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back.
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Los Angeles has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Noel in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Towns with the ball, guarded by Covington. Pass to Edwards. Rejected by George.
Oh, George has such great defensive instincts, the length, and then the read that time.
And that one's good. Covington. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers?
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out, they're getting up extra shots. That could be a difference maker in the result.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gobert, no good. The Clippers in the lead. George passes to Covington. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressors.
Almost 7 feet tall. Towns has the length to get to the line. A tough guy to guard.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. And so Towns nails them both. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. For 3, Covington. No good there. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And stolen by Covington. Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
I know it's just 2, but man, that's a nice 2. Westbrook with the insane creativity.
Here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Noel. Back to Towns. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. Covington against Edwards. From deep 3-point range. Covington no good. The Timberwolves have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Gobert on the high post. Pass to Towns. Here's Noel, pounded by Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up from 15. Rejected by Westbrook.
And Russell just bringing it right now on defense.
Edwards against Leonard. The three, George. Zubac's shot is off. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Edwards, pass to Noel. Now here's Towns. On the wing, Noel launches a three. It's rebounded by George. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Leonard with the ball. And that's good from 17 feet. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
Edwards with it, guarded by Covington. Here's Noel. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
The first one falls.
And the line for Minnesota, Jalen Noel.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Leonard passes to George. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. George has got 20 points.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Oh, yes, sir.
Goodness! A ridiculous slam!
That was nice.
That is a throwdown.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Here's Noel. From outside, off the mark. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup, make sure you get a good shot. Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Clippers.
They ran the fast break beautifully all night long. It was a huge part of their success.
It's so true. They clearly ran the floor well, constantly putting pressure on the defense. Just a tremendous effort.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Paul George.
Yeah, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
The three, George, rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
That free throw misses.
The line for Minnesota, Jaden McDaniels. 2 shots.
And he's able to hit the second one, and that brings him within 10. And the Clippers have possession. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And here's Zubac's outside. Towns with a rebound. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is. An unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
George for 3. So the Clippers win it. It ends up being, thanks, Allie, great interview once again. And that about wraps it.